Today on Science Fridays with John, we're going to take a tennis ball. We're going to learn two important words, moisture and performance. We're going to see how they affect each other. Stay tuned. I'll see you in the lab. Hey everyone, it's John, the science guy, and welcome to another Science Fridays with John. How many of you out there have ever played tennis? I have? Okay. So I have a brand new Pen 3 tennis ball. Now, if I take the tennis ball right now, and I was to bounce it just like this. Bounces, doesn't it? Now, let's see what happens when I put a little bit of water on this plate. Like so. And remember from another video, we mentioned absorption, which we learned at another lab. I'm gonna put a little more water on there. Okay. And when I do that, it's gonna eventually create moisture, which is when a liquid actually diffuses into another object, and thus can create a small vapor. So I've pretty much rolled this around the water a little bit. It's not that absorbent. If I take this tennis ball and I drop it, watch what happens. Okay, now, if I take this tennis ball, okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my water and I'm gonna pour the water over the tennis ball, because this tennis ball is really not holding the moisture that well until I get it wet enough. Okay. Can you notice that the one that's wet has a little lower bounce and the one that's dry has a little better performance? How many of you out there wear sneakers? Okay, well, whether you're a track and field person or play basketball, a runner, a jogger, or just someone that likes to work out, it's important to have great shoes. Why? Because you want to have your body at the best performance all the time. Therefore, if certain conditions affect you from being at your best, such as if you're tired, well, you're not gonna work out when you're really tired, right? Or maybe you just ate, you're not gonna work out just after you ate. Or you're not gonna work out after, let's say, you're in the middle of reading a book and you're just so zonked because your eyes can't focus anymore, right? So you're not gonna obviously do that anytime your performance could be weakened. Therefore, why would you play with a tennis ball that's been soaked in the water? The first thing tennis players always do, I know when I've played tennis, if it goes in the water, we immediately ask for that ball to be 86th and we bring another ball in play. Same thing would happen in football and other things. But why do I bring this to your attention today? I mention it to you because in life, we sometimes hinder ourselves, or what I like to see is we put our foot in our mouth, or we kick ourselves in the butt, or we kick ourselves in the leg or the shin, which is not very pleasant. Why do I say this? Because you don't know you're kicking yourself, like, playing with a slightly wet tennis ball. You don't think it's gonna affect your game, but it could cause you to lose the entire match. Wearing tennis shoes that might be $29 less, or sneakers, might not seem like a big deal because they're not as comfortable, but if you're not at your peak performance, okay, which means being the best that you can be, optimize, right? If you're not there, then you're gonna become frustrated and you're not gonna be able to deliver in the best possible way that you could. So if you learn that there are things in life that actually prevent you from being the best version of yourself, why don't you get rid of them? If there's distractions in your life, get rid of them. If there's people in your life, get rid of them. If there are certain situations in your life that are causing you to not be all that you can be, 86 them. Hey everyone, I am John, the science guy. I want to thank you so much for stopping by my lab today. Continue to support me. Make sure that you like, love, support the channel, smash the bell notification icon, hit the subscribe button so YouTube will know to show this to other people that want to learn more about science and how science can improve the quality of your life. Remember to share this out with everyone you know on social media, which I'll be immensely grateful for, and so will my team. And below any one of these videos, click on that PayPal link and make the choice to buy my team and I a delicious cup of hot chocolate, or perhaps a Salisbury steak, or maybe even a refreshing beverage. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content. And remember, if you want to keep a bounce in your step, you need to make sure your performance is at its peak. I'll see you in my lab real soon. So if we're thinking about our brain and we're saying, I can't remember something, we can't absorb it, like you're giving me so much information and I can't digest it, or I can't process it right now, or my brain's full. You ever have somebody tell you that? My brain's full, like stop, right? They're not absorbing it and they're not taking it in.